Greetings, Digglers. We are on the 5th entry of our D4DJ Christmas Advent series. Today's member card is the Kyoko 3-star story, Charisma Crosses Barriers. Originally, I was going to use this member card as a follow-up to the Shinobu member card, It's the Thought That Counts. I had this whole idea of talking about Kyoko's violent behavior to add to the Kyoko using force to get her way discourse. But there wasn't enough substance to dig a crazy rabbit hole to lead you guys into. Now, assuming that was even possible, it then would stand to reason that I would struggle to climb out of that hole after I made it. And that would break the flow of the video. In hindsight, it was a good idea, as focusing too much on the physical violence would detract from the main point, being Kyoko's emotional bullying. It would have been really difficult to get to the narcissism discourse, which was the climax of Kyoko the bully, if I talked too much about her violent behavior. Fortunately for us, the Christmas Advent series doesn't have this problem, so we're gonna talk about it now. So the idea to talk about Kyoko's physical violence started with an observation made while watching First Mix episode 7. In that episode, Kyoko tells Rinku the story of how she met Shinobu. We are given two images of Kyoko in elementary school age. One in early grade school, so something like 2nd grade, and another one closer to middle school, so something like the 6th grade. In both these instances, she has a band-aid on her face, and that got me wondering, what's up with that? My working theory is that Kyoko got into a lot of fights as a kid, and along with the discourse of her unladylike behavior, established early in the essay, I was going to suggest that Kyoko was a delinquent. I was then going to use Charisma Crosses Barriers as the punchline to that talking point. So let's talk about the card itself. Charisma Crosses Barriers has Peaky see a biker gang. After noticing the funny looks given by teenage girls, the bikers approach them. We clearly see that Yuka and Esra have no idea what they're doing, as their talking only escalates the situation. Like, vroom vroom! Are you for real, Esra? Shinobu remarks about the gang being annoying with all the noise their rev bikes are making, which nearly gets her punched in the face. The scene transitions to a shot of Kyoko catching the punch, which, if you've been in a real fight, is really difficult to do. The scene follows that Kyoko begins talking to them and begins to de-escalate the situation by changing the subject to the rhythm of their engines. Kyoko, being the vibranium scalpel she is, recognizes the song being played and gives them pointers on how to correctly rev their engines to the beat. Even more bizarre, apparently, peaky are unable to recognize their own music? But I guess motorcycles don't make for good instruments. The big turn that happens is when the biker gang leader recognizes Kyoko and then reveals that she's actually an avid Peaky fan, especially of Kyoko herself. And then it clicked. It all made sense. Kyoko blends in with these delinquents because she is straight up a delinquent herself. And the best part, is that I'm not even the only person who has this epiphany. It begins to dawn on Shinobu that the fact that Kyoko is a delinquent is the very reason why she gets abused as much as she does. That poor girl.